Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today we're going to do a bit of a science experiment with the OBA canisters. We know that these tend to do bad things if they get wet, or especially if they get oily. I've heard it said that they can explode if they get covered in oil. So we're going to try and render them inert so we can use them safely for displays on the battleship. Before we do that, check out our GoFundMe campaign that we have linked in the description below for ways that you can support our YouTube channel while the museum is closed this winter. I appreciate your support in either donating or sharing that so other people hear about what we're doing. So, the OBA canisters are used with an oxygen breathing apparatus, which you can watch us test these in the video in the description below. And it creates air for firefighters on the ship. It creates this via a chemical reaction. And these chemicals are pretty safe inside the canister as long as the canister is kept dry and away from oil. And so they're stored in special metal bins elevated off the deck in various places around the ship. And we would like to put some of these back out. We found a box of them in a repair locker that were still completely live, which is why we decided to burn them off before we put them on display. So the first step was to actually put them in an OBA. It punctures the top and it burns up a lot of the chemicals inside. The next step, once that is done, is to put it in water, and the water will render what's inside of this more or less inert. On board ships, when they use them, they would go out into international waters and then throw them over the side. There is a chemical reaction happening there, so you don't want to just throw it into a river and pollute the whole area. We'll be disposing of our wastewater in a specific way, but just wanted to show you what happens when one of these that's already spent gets dropped in water. So we've already done this prior to shooting this video. Here's one that hasn't gone in the water. Here's one that was in the water for an hour. So that shows you that the chemicals in there are pretty caustic. The brass cap comes out black. There is a chemical reaction going in there, which is why I'm wearing the rubber gloves. These also heat up just like when you're using them. The chemical reaction is happening. And let's throw a second one in there just for fun. Anyway, thanks for watching the video today. Be sure to come out when we reopen next spring, and you'll be able to see these out on display somewhere. In the meantime, you can support the museum by donating to our GoFundMe campaign, which is linked in the description below, or by sharing that campaign, and by liking, sharing, and subscribing our videos here on the YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions or comments, check out the comment section down below. We try to get back to people pretty quickly. Thanks for watching our science experiment today, and I'll see you next time.